okay? Yeah? Good, thumbs up. That's what I like to see. So I'm Nancy Dales, I'm brand manager at Kopparberg, and prior to my current role, I worked at two northern agencies who I know are here today. So hello to McCann Manchester and IMA. And I currently work on all of the above the line campaigns, brand tracking, brand strategy, and I'm the brand custodian for the brand. So I'm really excited to tell you today about how we owned the taste of summer in 2024. If I pick up my clicker, that would help. So a bit about Kopparberg to start with. We are the original fruit cider brand. So Peter, our founder, bought the brewery in 1993. And he then brought fruit cider over to the UK in 2007. And that takes me onto our brand platform, which is First at Last. And this is basically based on the fact that we were the first fruit cider to come over to the UK, but we're also the first drink that a lot of you will have probably drunk when you turned 18. We were there for you when you make all of those lovely memories that last you the lifetime. And then very quickly, our brand on a page. So at the top, we've got our brand, business ambition. And this is to be the most preferred and loved alcohol drinks brand. And this is a position that we currently hold. So now we're just aiming to retain that position. We then have our brand codes, our brand DNA. So creative, fresh, first. This runs through all the comms that you see from Kopparberg. It runs through everything that we do. And this is built from our brand associations, which I'm going to talk to you about in a little bit. And then we also have our audience. So our audience are the independent creatives. They're free to be, they have the attitude, they go out and get what they want. They don't conform to social pressures. So each year, many of you will be aware of brand tracking, but we complete brand tracking. And we ask an independent panel a range of questions. And one of the questions that we ask is, which of the following drinks have you drunk this year? And you can see this is from 2023, and we came second place to Peroni, so really strong, really happy with that. Then, when you break it down into those younger age groups and smaller age groups, these two areas stood out as problemed areas that we wanted to address. So you've got the 23 to 26, and you can see we fall down to about 5th place here. And then 25 to 34, second place. In all other age groups, we were top. So we knew that this was an area we really needed to focus on. And as well, when we looked into this, we discovered that this is the age when people are starting to be influenced by what's on social media, influencers, what their friends are drinking, their tastes are developing, and they're moving on to wines, beers, spirits, that sort of thing. So how could we work to retain these customers into our brand and keep them? So when we compared this to our brand funnel as well, we could see that the main objective we wanted to set was to improve brand loyalty amongst this age group. And then we did some work on our brand associations. And this is so important to us because when we looked at this and put it against our brand DNA, we could see real areas for improvement. And brand associations might not be unique to your brand. They might be stuff that the whole category associates with. So for example, functional, that could be refreshing. The whole drinks category might have refreshing as their brand association. But you need to work through these and figure out what you can make unique to your brand and how you can really improve that differentiation amongst your competitive set as well. So we then have emotional, and this might be, does your product bring joy? Does it bring back great memories? All of those lovely things. Symbolic, is it a really premium brand or is it a cost-effective brand? They're the things that fall into there. So I'm not going to tell you what all of our brand associations are because I'll be giving the complete game away. But these are the sections that we break it down into. And when we put it against our brand DNA, like I mentioned earlier, we could see some real areas for improvement. So you've got creative. We weren't winning there. Our competitors were beating us essentially. Fresh, same here as well. We needed to up our game. And first, we were smashing it. So we knew that we really needed to improve our differentiation amongst our competitive set. So that was our second objective that we set out to achieve with this campaign. And then codify, codify, codify. We wanted to codify everything. And this is about building that distinctiveness for our brand. So we wanted to use differentiation and distinctiveness hand in hand here throughout this campaign. And essentially, a lot of you will know, most of you will know, 95% of the time, People are thinking fast, unconscious, that's system one thinking. So we need to get our brand codes on point so that as soon as you see a piece of out of home from Kopparberg, you know it's Kopparberg, and it builds that brand, it builds it for you, and then it pushes you further through that brand funnel, through that purchase funnel, and we have a really strong brand. So after we'd set those objectives, we took a step back and we thought, actually, what does our audience really care about? What is one thing that we can really talk to them about that they are going to really resonate with? And our agency went away, they did loads of strategic development, loads of research into this. And the thing that came back was skincare. But not just skincare, it was how they look and age. And to start with, you might kind of think, well, what does Kopparberg have to do with how you look and age? Because it's not an obvious connection. But imagine this. You wake up, it's a beautiful sunny day. It's one of the very rare days in England that we have where you want to be outside all day, and you have a text from your friend on your phone, fancy meeting up in the park. Of course you do. It's a beautiful day. On your way, you pop into your convenience store, purchase ice cold Kopparberg, and you go and you lay in the park. You're playing cards, you're catching up, you're laying out, you're sunbathing. Did you put your sun cream on? Did you reapply your sun cream an hour ago? Probably not, because we're in England and it doesn't get that hot, does it? So that's exactly why we partnered with the Melanoma Fund for our campaign, because it might not feel hot, but yes, it's hot enough to wear sun cream and the UV levels are there and you should be protecting your skin. And as soon as you have an ice cold Kopparberg in your hand, you want to be in the sunshine, you want to be having a barbecue, sitting with your friends, in the park, in the beer garden, wherever it might be. And that's why this is something that we can really credibly talk about as a brand. So we decided to release the campaign, Drink Responsibly This Summer. And this could have gone one or two ways. When our agency presented us this, we were like, oh, is it too far? Is it too much? Because Melanoma Fund, it's a very serious topic. So we needed to keep that in mind and make sure that it did align to our brand DNA and our tone of voice as well. So really energetic, really fun, really light-hearted. That's what we wanted to get across here. So you can see that through the layers of sun cream. In the ad, you'll see stacks of sunglasses, stacks of sun hats, all these different things that really elevate the campaign and take it to that next level.
It's going to be a scorcher
So
out
here's
there
the
with
ad.
UV levels soaring.
Breathe in, time to break down, no stress. We're wide awake now, young blood, erase our mistakes now. Buying up everything we want now. See me dancing out in my street, kissing everyone that I meet. Don't think I'm gonna give it away now. Go tell your friend, it's happening. Everybody get to know, everybody in the flow. Get tomorrow, never knows. Everybody get to know, everybody in the flow.
And you'll see we got all of those lovely moments in there that were so product focused, like the bottle on the back of the neck, the moving it into the shade, but we still had a real focus on sun protection. And that's a message that we really wanted to pull through to really resonate with that audience, because that's what we know they care about. This went live across linear TV, but also BVOD and SVOD, because we do know that's where the majority of our younger viewers are watching now as well. We also did our out-of-home campaign, so this was really successful. We had 5 massive fame-driving sites, across the UK. And to support those, we also had over 400 D6s, digital sheets, and they were to really build awareness for the campaign as well. And we also did some UV creative too. So this was across social as well as out of home as well. So these were programmatic. They turned on as soon as the UV level hit 3, because you might not know, but as soon as it hits 3, you need to start applying that sun cream. And it could be cloudy, it could be 15 degrees, it might not feel that hot, but that's when you need to start applying the sun cream. And we made sure to keep tone of voice really light through these as well. So you'll see number 7, seek shade unless you're walking to the bar. we didn't want this to be a preachy campaign. We wanted to encourage people to get out, enjoy themselves, go about their usual day, but just educate them on how to do so safely. PR was a massive success for us this year. So you can see here, we did loads of news generation research, and this provided us with so much to talk about across the summer. So we had stats such as only 3 in 10 Brits consider themselves sun seekers. But then, by the way, that blows my mind because I thought everyone in Britain was a sun seeker. And then we were able to split the data down really regionally as well. So it meant that we had stats to use in London, Manchester, Leeds, wherever it may be, to really encourage people to talk about this. And we knew that melanoma cases were on the rise too, so we were able to provide more insight into that for people to talk about too. And we actually over-delivered on our PR by 540%. So it was phenomenal what this news generation did for us. We also released a set of UPF football shirts. So these had built-in UPF 40 in them. It was a great addition to the campaign, to be honest, because we obviously had the Euros, but Melanoma Fund have been campaigning for quite a while to get more sun protection in football stadiums. So this enabled us to bring this back into the public eye and give them a platform to talk about it from. UV stickers. So I don't know if anyone's seen these, but last year there were 430 million videos on TikTok about pimple patches. And when I have a pimple, I try and cover it up with as much makeup as possible because I don't want anyone to see it. But now it's really cool to take care of your skin. And everyone from that younger age group is going out with pimple patches. They're using them as a fashion accessory, and they want people to see that they're taking care of themselves and they're being healthy. So we release these UV stickers, and what you do is you pop it on your skin, apply your sun cream, and then when it's time to reapply, they'll turn purple. So it's a really good way of getting people to take care of themselves. But they're really cute, they're really fun, and they're strawberries as well, so it's an instant reminder of Kopparberg. And we took these out to London on sampling events. So we went out with our UV stickers, with our Kopparberg, with our sun cream, and we got everyone testing the products out. We got talking to people, we asked them about skincare, about our brand. It was really useful and insightful way to actually speak to our consumers about Kopparberg. And we managed to create a vox pop off the back of this too. So it enabled us to use it across social as well. And then in social, so we worked with a bunch of influencers across the summer, and we're really cautious about who we choose to work with for influencers because we need to make sure that they align with our brand DNA. So we make sure to choose people who are really creative. So Jenna, for example, in the middle, she's a makeup artist, but she doesn't just do gorgeous makeup. It is like artistry, what she does. So to have people like her associated with our brand, it helps us boost those associations and helps us build that differentiation amongst our competitive set. We also edited our AV asset to cut it down, whiz it all around to make it a social first edit so that all of those key messages were in the first 3 seconds that people were seeing across social media. So, did we own summer? Did it work? Yes. So you'll see here, this is from 2024, 18 to 44-year-olds. So we were second place previously. Now we smashed it. We're first place here. But what was more interesting and what we really cared about was that younger age group, and it was, did we improve loyalty by 5%? Yes. And the results were actually quite phenomenal. Like, this is penetration levels, but for the 23 to 26 age group, they shot up by 14%. And that's just phenomenal for us as a brand. And then 25 to 34s as well, up by 5%. So here you can see this campaign really resonated with our audience. They really cared about the insight that we found at the beginning and that we were talking about throughout. And we managed to get Kopparberg to be a really sophisticated product for them. It's something they wanted to be seen with throughout summer and throughout 2024. And lastly, our brand associations. So you'll see here as well, we smashed our brand associations and the objective to increase associations and differentiation amongst the competitive set. So Creative, we improved this by 4%, fresh by 3%, and then first, we knew we were already winning there, so we maintained that leading position. And this year, so for 2025, we're going to keep pushing for this. We're going to keep pushing for differentiation amongst our competitive set, something that we're going to strive to complete. But we've also got a range of loads of other activations. We've got a really exciting partnership as well to build with that younger demographic. So I'm really looking forward to showing you how we plan to own summer in 2025 as well. Thank you.